Hello, thanks for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a new moon love reading for Libra placements. Hello, Libras. I hope you're all good and well. Thanks so much for being here with me. I hope you had a really lovely March, and we're going to check out what the new moon is bringing in for April. This is going to be from now, the new moon, until the full moon. It's about the middle of the month. We're going to take a look at your energy, your person's energy, your person on your mind. We're going to look at what energy the universe is providing for this relationship, what you can clear away to make room for spontaneous action with the new moon, and where to be open. We're going to remain open to learning about your person. We're going to look at the same thing for your person down here. If you don't have someone in mind, Libra, just look at this information up top as like where you are in love in general. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards to see what is going to, a little prediction, what could come this relationship in the next 2 weeks. We'll clarify and get an oracle card. And then we'll be done. All right, Libras, let's see here. What energy is being provided to Libra, this relationship? What's the vibe going to be for Libra? It's funny. Right before I started your reading, I had a feeling that something, it's this weird feeling. It was like a flame that was lit, and then it went out. It looked like it was going to go out, but then it relit again. But the flame relit itself in like midair. I don't know. I feel like something might maybe reigniting that you thought was dead. We'll see. Not like actually. It's not like actually dead, metaphorically dead, like over. Judgment here. Oh, that is interesting. These people are literally coming out of coffins. So there's a resurrection of some sort. With judgment for the energy that the universe is providing you the next 2 weeks. Something is being reawakened. Yeah, and I feel... Yeah, this is something, whatever this energy is that's coming around the next 2 weeks, is something that you thought was over, but now you're realizing that there's actually more possibilities than you saw this person, just within this connection. Let's see, could Libra remain open to learning, or no, spontaneous action is what we're looking for. What does Libra have to let go of for spontaneous action? 5 of Swords and the Fool. 5 of Swords has come up a decent amount, and in this position, too, for a few different signs. I think Leo, maybe Cancer was one of them, too, so you might have one of those 2 signs in your chart. But either way, I think there's an energy of people needing to let go of... needing a yes or no answer. Needing to let go of things having to be black and white. There's almost like a collective need to accept nuance. And I feel that that's what this is saying with what if you let go of needing a yes or no answer, if you let go of engaging in verbal friction, like verbally going back and forth with other people, I feel like you're doing this because you want a new beginning with this person, but it's like you're stuck in a cycle and going about it the wrong way with the Fool and the 5 of Swords coming up, because every conversation has to end with a yes or no answer. And so it's like you want a new start, like a brand new start. It could be with another person, or just within this connection. But the way you're going about it is causing more conflict. We'll see more when we clarify as well, Libra. Also, confusing conversations. Try and be clear and direct with your communication. The Hangman for where to be open to new information and learning about your person. Your person might be in an uncomfortable situation right now and they're not telling you. And your person might be like kind of hanging themselves upside down to try and see things from your perspective. especially with the Five Swords here on what needs to go away. You know, what needs to be set free so that spontaneous energy with the new moon can have some space to exist. Your partner's trying really hard to see things from your perspective or just from different perspectives, and you might not be recognizing that or noticing how uncomfortable they're, like the uncomfortable position they are putting themselves in order to try and understand something from a different perspective, specifically about this relationship. All right, let's see. For your person, what energy is around Libra's person these next 2 weeks? The energy, person on Libra's mind. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So your person's in a really independent, self-reliant energy. Your person could be spending a little more money than usual the next 2 weeks, treating themselves. They could also be treating you to some creature comforts in life. They could be spoiling you, spoiling themselves, just really in an area of appreciating and looking at all that they've worked really hard for. It might feel like they're pulled away a little bit emotionally next 2 weeks. Let's continue on and see. What does Libra's person need to clear away? More impulsive new energy. Ten of Pentacles. Wow, so they're the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Your person is really living in the material world very much. This is going to sound strange. It almost feels like an overcompensation for your energy. They might be feeling right now like they have to hold things together, monetarily or financially, but they need to stop being. They might be putting too much responsibility on themselves. Your person is looking at something from a generational wealth, building a legacy with you. It's usually what the Ten of Pentacles is, but with the Nine of Pentacles here under their energy and then the Ten of Pentacles under what they need to rid, it's almost like they need to get rid of planning too much in the future, worrying so much about the finances. Could also be a family member that is affecting this relationship, like a family member that your person is involved with financially. Maybe they work with a family member. Something along those lines. All right, let's see. Does Libra's person need to remain open to learning about Libra? Where does Libra's person need to remain open? The Sun and the Seven of Pentacles. So, Libra, I think you're more patient than this person. I think you have more patience. I think you're more connected spiritually than this person is, or you're becoming. That's happening in the next 2 weeks, and maybe because of that, your person is having a hard time. Your person is having a hard time like understanding you in the physical world the next 2 weeks. It's almost like you're living in not completely in the physical world. But what they need to remain open to learning about you is that you are very patient when it comes to what is going to empower you and lift you up. You've planted seeds and you're exercising patience, but you also are very optimistic and bright and looking towards the future in a really beautiful way. And for some reason, your partner's having a hard time seeing that right now. All right, let's see here. Also, if this is someone, they need to remain open to, if you're thinking about starting a family with this person, you might want to wait longer to start the family than this person does. And this is saying they need to remain open to you wanting to maybe be more financially stable before starting a family, before having children specifically. All right, let's see. Last 3 cards for this connection. 9 of Cups. So very patient energy. I feel like you're both in a place of being emotionally vulnerable with one another. Strength, okay. And the 10 of Cups. Wow. So the next 2 weeks, something really beautiful is going to come into light in this relationship. There's going to be a lot of emotional fulfillment in the next 2 weeks. Strength. There's going to be like unconditional love, acceptance of some. You might find yourselves accepting one another more for who the other person is. And we have the 9 of Cups. It's almost like once you accept one another, then the 10 of Cups just naturally happens. I almost feel like the wish you've both made is that you wish you could understand the other person better, but you don't need to. It's almost like once you realize you just have to accept the other person for who they are, then that emotional bliss just comes. Yeah, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't feel like you're looking for mental clarity, Libra. I feel like you are really mentally clear right now. Like you're having a lot of aha moments. That's why you feel less grounded right now than your person does. You're doing more, not even thinking, but just more, like contemplating, letting your mind wander, having all these awakenings and realizations, but they don't really have to do with the physical world, so to speak. Okay, Judgment. Let's see why Judgment is here. What's emerging in Libra's relationship the next 2 weeks? Wow, Judgment with the Lovers. Okay. If you've been if you have 2 people, Libra, and you've been wanting to, having to choose between the 2, thinking you want to choose between the 2, I feel like these next 2 weeks that's going to happen with the Judgment and the Lovers here. Or you're just having an actual like awakening about the depth of this connection, about that this connection itself is an awakening and is very spiritual to you. And it feels like something that was meant to happen. You're naturally walking the same path with this person, right? The 2 seahorses are tied together here. But it's not like the devil, right? Where you're bound, where the devil has the Lovers imprisoned on the card. You happen to be walking the same path, and so you choose to walk that path together. Really nice. You might realize how attracted you are to this person. Maybe this person picking up the slack, so to speak, in the material world makes you realize how wonderful this connection is and how supportive it is. The 5 of Swords with the Page of Wands. So I think, Libra, what might be happening is you're talking right now. You want to go on adventures. You really want to go on a journey. I feel like you might want to travel. You're feeling very confined where you are right now, and you want to escape. I don't think you want to escape this relationship. I think that's just the feelings that you're having, but it's almost like by talking to your partner and expressing your desires to create something, it's leading to arguments between the 2 of you. The Fool. What was the Fool? The Fool with the 3 of Swords. There's a new beginning that you wanted either with someone. If this Lovers is 2 different people, then one of the new beginnings has to go away. It might even be from the past and it caused you heartbreak. I think for a majority of you, I don't think a majority of you have 2 people. I think this is just one person. And what needs to go away with the new moon, what needs to be cleared away, is wanting to have, forgiving yourself for wanting a brand new beginning. I feel like you're being really hard on yourself right now, Libra, because you feel trapped by something. It could just be the state of the world right now, but you're feeling confined, and there's a need to forgive yourself for wanting something new. and for being excited about the prospect of something new. I don't think you wanted a new relationship. I think this is something independent. You're talking a lot to your partner, but it's ending in argument, and I almost feel like your partner is feeling like they have to step up more in the material world because you're sharing all your plans with them, and it feels like there's a lot of miscommunication going on in the connection. But forgive yourself for wanting something new, Libra. It's okay to want something new and to want to feel that, like blind faith in something. The Knight of Cups with the Hangman. Yeah. So what would be good for you to remain open to about your person is how your person offers you love. How this person is coming in to offer you and show you love. They're trying to show you love in a different way with the Hangman, or the way that they display love isn't the typical way that you have experienced in other relationships, or it might not be your exact love language. They have the different love languages. I don't remember what all of them are, but, like one of them is words of affirmation. So if your love language is words of affirmation and this person's love language is spending quality time together or physical touch, then those two things might not align. So I feel like there's a need for you to learn about how your person shows their love to you, and that they're trying to like almost contort themselves to show love to you in the way that you want it to be shown to you. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. What is emerging for Libra's person? The Wheel of Fortune. So there's your person might come into money in these next 2 weeks. They might just have a lucky like windfall of money, or it almost doesn't feel like, actually I don't think it's money. They're gifted something. Your person might be gifted something in the next 2 weeks that's like very expensive that they've been wanting. That's just kind of a weird thing coming to mind. I don't know why tires are coming to mind. Like tires for a car? I don't know. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune with the 9 of Pentacles. Your person, they're just going to be in a very lucky energy. They're also going to see that this relationship in the next 2 weeks, there's something that synchronizes about it. It's interesting with the Lovers here in the Wheel of Fortune. To me, the Lovers is a card of like divine alignment. And the Wheel of Fortune is synchronicity. It's things happening the way they should be happening because you're moving in step with the universe. You're taking the quote-unquote right path, and things are happening the way they should be. So there's going to be an ease to this, to both of your energies when it comes to this relationship the next 2 weeks, I think. All right, let's see. 10 of Pentacles here for Libra's person. 10 of Pentacles with Death. So there's something that your person needs to transform when it comes to generational wealth or to a family relationship, a familial connection. I don't think that they work with family, but if they've borrowed money from family, or they're just, maybe your person owns like a home with their mom and dad, or with their siblings, or with cousins, or the aunts and uncles, something like that. That relationship, that financial relationship is being transformed, or it's saying that transforming that relationship would clear out energy for something new. Maybe this is a relationship that's bogging them down. Maybe this person took on too many responsibilities within the family, and they're seeing that they need to, it's like they need to let go of some of those, figure out what they want to let go of, and what they want to keep. Let's look at the Sun, where your person could be open to learning about you. The Sun with the Page of Cups. Wow, so you both are really being encouraged to remain open about how one another offers love and comes at the other person with love, in love. Learning about each other's sensitivity and tenderness as well. Being more gentle with one another. Learning how to be more gentle with one another the next 2 weeks would be really good. How to be more romantic as well. Oh, this is like bringing the spark back. Maybe that's what was being resurrected. I kind of forgot about that. I mentioned that in the beginning of the reading. That spark that you thought was gone isn't gone. The judgment with the lovers, yeah, something is reignited because there's a lot of attraction between the two of you. And a lot of, I was going to say a lot of emotional understanding, but there's a lot of needing to learn more about each other's emotions. But something is already aligned and at play. This feels like an established relationship. Oh, okay. Seven of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I feel your person needs to learn to be open to learning about that you take on more burdens than you let on, Libra, and because you do it patiently and not as maybe frenetic as other people, it might not be seen. And your partner needs to remain open to seeing that you navigate responsibility and burdens and demands in a different way than they do. Nine of Cups here for the relationship in the next 2 weeks. Nine of Cups with the Three of Wands. Yeah, passion is definitely being reignited. The emotional connection and the physical connection are coming back together in this relationship in the next 2 weeks. You're both going to be able to be emotionally vulnerable with one another, and you're going to find the physical desire for one another if that's been fading lately. Strength is clarified by the Queen of Wands. Okay. Could be dealing with the Leo. At this point, we have the Sun, Strength, and the Queen of Wands. Page of Wands. Could be a fire sign in general. Or Gemini. We have the Lovers as well. Let's see. Queen of Wands with Strength. So, Leo cards. There's going to be something really bold in this relationship in the next 2 weeks. You're both going to be very fearless. Right? She has her hand in a lion's mouth, which no one in their right mind would really do that, right? But she's not afraid of the lion. She's all in white. It symbolizes purity of intent. There's something, do you notice this one, Queen of Wands as well? We have white. They have her in white too. And the Queen of Wands is usually depicted in traditional deck with a black cat. Black cats are known to be supposed to be bad luck, bad omens in tarot. The symbolism of her having that black cat in front of her, the Queen of Wands, is that she's not afraid of anything. She doesn't care if it's a bad omen. She likes the cat. So she has the cat. And that's what it is. So there's this sense of both of you, doing what you want to do. But that's aligned now. Whereas I think maybe both of you were doing what you wanted to do, but separately. And now it's going to be together. Ten of Cups. Maybe you'll just be spending more time together too. Wow, the Ten of Cups with the Six of Cups. How very sweet. The Six of Cups is a soulmate card. This is, you're coming back together. I feel like you're going to be playing with each other like children. If this is someone you grew up with or you've just been with for a long time, or you're both from the same time period, you both grew up in the 80s, you're going to be reminiscing about the 80s. If you both grew up in the 70s, something very specific about your childhood that you share is going to bring this emotional connection back in full circle. It's just quite lovely. The Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So interesting. We have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. So, the Two of Swords, an emotional stalemate, procrastination. What I would say is try not to procrastinate on anything. There are more than two options. The Two of Swords is there's only one or two, this or that. Similar energy to the Five of Swords to me. It's just approached in a different way. So just be careful of there's only one right answer. It's either yes or no, right? Two things can be true at the same time. I think that's a good message for this spread. I'm going to end this with an oracle card here. We're going to see what is being brought to light for Libra next 2 weeks? Out of darkness into light with this relationship. Number 22, women supporting women. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. Women supporting women. Okay, so these next 2 weeks you might have to, like, you might have a support group of women that you find yourself relying on. It could also be family. These could also be people that you come together that look different than you, but they're wrapped in light. If you notice, there's like a rope that's binding them together, but it's lit up. I feel like there's something very luminous about the support that you will receive over the next 2 weeks. I also think what this card is saying is if you're feeling stuck, remember I said you were feeling really confined and trapped right now, talk to other women about how you're feeling. Instead of, maybe you're sharing a lot of it with your partner and it's like time to rely on a support group of women, and that's going to help with the next 2 weeks. All right, Libra, this is what I have for you. Thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I hope this helped and resonated. Talk to me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, have a great new moon, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.